free agency frenzy happened in the NBA. Everybody went everywhere. Nobody went to the Wizards. NFL, man, Malik McDowell, you want to fight cops now? That's not a good look. The All-Star break just happened. Man, home run derby contest, that was one for the ages. All that more coming up next on the Average Sports Guys podcast.
You're listening to the Average Sports Guys podcast with Eddie and Marcus.
Yo, we are back. Eddie and Marcus, we're the Average Sports Guys.
You're back.
This is the Average Sports Guys podcast, episode 11.
Once.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Hey, you were ready.
11.
That's what's up.
Kind of fooled around on the last one. I'm ready today.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
So Marcus recently went on vacation to Thailand.
So
we're back. We were off for a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna get right into it.
Yes, sir.
Everybody knows right now it's pretty much quiet on the NFL front.
You're a little quiet.
A little bit of news, a few stories, but camp starts in 2 weeks.
Camp starts in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Let's go.
End of July. So, football's almost back. But the only thing I have, as far as like with the Redskins, you got Darius Geis. The news just came out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, about an hour, 2 hours ago.
Right.
That he may not be ready for training camp because I guess he tweaked his hamstring or whatever. And I mean, that could be, I don't know if it's clickbait, not saying that the injury's not true, but, just putting it out there so people panic and freak out because, I mean, he's supposed to be our guy, in the backfield. So, I mean, even if he starts limited, whatever, I mean, I think he'll be full go for the season, preseason, so.
Just get the training staff on it, make sure.
Yeah.
He's straight.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll be all right. To me, supplemental injuries or secondary injuries are, I don't want to say normal, but I almost expect them when you're coming off like ACL tear or Achilles or something like that because you're compensating one way or the other for
so long, and then you're using that leg again.
Right.
100%.
That, and then a little bit, they were talking about Trent Williams the other day. I haven't heard really anything. He hasn't put out a statement. Camp is in 2 weeks, so I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I clearly,
Crazy part is I was just looking up the other day, like, top, like, tackles in the league.
Yeah.
He was up there. He was, like, within the top 5.
Oh, I mean, dude is vicious.
Of several lists that I've looked at.
So I mean, for me, it's huge. I mean, I don't want to say, the season's over without him, but, I mean, make it.
Yeah, he's got to be there.
Do something. But anyway, so I mean, that's really all I got as far as Redskins stuff.
Yep. My Eagles, Carson Wentz is on a retreat with all of his receivers, like most quarterbacks do around right before camp, which is really cool. I just think that we're going to get a better version of that man this upcoming season because, the Super Bowl, Nick Foles is out of the picture. We surrounded him with weapons and that whole piece.
Oh, yeah.
Another piece of news that came out from the Pro Football Focus website is they ranked different parts of offenses and defenses, and the Eagles have the number 1 offensive line this season again. So this is 2 years running.
Right.
Barring injury. But I also think that we did fix that with a lot of the depth that we had, that we re-signed Steven Wisniewski. We did draft Andre Dillard, things like that. So I'm overall, like I said, I'm really excited. But that's pretty much what I have outside of the Eagles camp. But 2 bigger pieces of news in the NFL. Let's get the smaller piece out of the way. It's not really smaller because I still think it's hilarious. But Melvin Gordon basically said, I'm entering the last year of my deal. Give me $50 million or I'm gonna quit on his Kanye steez. Yeah. So, and it's one of those things where I was listening to Colin Cowherd the other day, and he was basically like, pretty much every other offensive position or skill position for like touching the ball is protected in the NFL except for running back.
Right.
That's the last violent position. So naturally, you want to get your money up front before something happens.
Yeah, I mean, because the running back position is devalued for the last few years. I mean, ever since everybody's doing these air raid campaigns.
Right.
But
retrospect, you really can't win a Super Bowl without a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we couldn't. I mean,
Right.
we had Jay Ajayi healthy, and we had LeGarrette Blount was trucking people.
Right.
So it's one of those things where, like, it's a necessity, but you, at this point, I think you have to pay the guy as such because he's a problem. Like, this dude's a truck stick,
Right.
a living human truck stick.
Well, so maybe you when the Le'Veon Bell thing happened.
Oh yeah, that sparked everything.
Well, right, and so people were saying, well, okay, is this going to be like a snowball effect? Are other, especially running backs, going to start doing that? Mm-hmm. So maybe this is the start of that. I don't know. I mean, hopefully for almost said San Diego, but hopefully for LA
Chargers,
they figure it out and pay him. I mean, that dude is
he's a huge portion of your offense.
Yeah, big time.
Like, so I don't know. We'll see what happens, but he definitely said he's not showing up to camp and he's not going to play. So if he's not on the field, what you going to do about it? Right. Yeah. So that's what it is for. I guess that's what we have for the NFL.
Well, no. So, what about?
Oh, my bad. I almost forgot. My dude Malik McDowell fighting cops out these streets. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand what would motivate you. First off, no, it sucks to say it, but you're a man of color. You're a black man, and you're talking reckless to a cop. Like, it didn't even start off reckless. So I watched the TMZ video right before the show, and the cop started off very calm, explained to him why he pulled him over. Dude, you were speeding, and you burnt out a little bit, and it looks like there was, I don't know, looks like it was like during the winter months. It was like during December or something. I don't know, whatever. Dude's burned out or whatever. And then the cop told him, yeah, you were speeding, and, I need you to license and registration. And all Malik kept saying was, oh, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Yeah.
Dog, like, this whole, verbal judo with the cops, legal jargon goes out the window when you legitimately do something wrong.
Yeah, I mean, he could have just gotten his ticket or a warning and just been on his way.
But it got escalated because dude didn't want to comply after, he obviously committed an infraction. And then he gets out the car, I think he gets dragged out the car, gets into a tussle with a cop, ends up in the convenience store, knocks over all the tasty cakes,
all the snacks,
all the bananas, they're all ruined. You know what I'm saying? Ends up on the ground.
Ain't nobody gonna have a good time.
The cop eventually tases him or attempts to tase him. I think he has a thick sweater on, so he ripped out the prongs. So he's going back and forth with the cop, and he's still saying, I still want to speak to your supervisor. That's done at this point, bro.
Yeah, no, you speaking to the judge now.
Right, exactly. And then, backup came, they eventually got 5 guys on him to drag him out the store, but I'm like, all for what, bro? You literally, you're in the NFL. Like, this ticket is nothing to you, all because you wanted to prove a point and be on TV about something, talking about some, this, I guess, possible police brutality situation, which doesn't exist because you were literally speeding.
Right.
So, I mean, the thing
about it is the police officer was calm.
He was calm. He started off calm, and it didn't get real until you literally stopped following directions. And it's like, don't get me wrong. It's like, I'm one of those people where if a cop is wrong, I'm going to speak on it. But in this situation, all of that goes out the window because you were being a complete jerk to the cop.
Yeah, you were in the wrong.
You were 100% in the wrong.
Yeah.
So take those 2 game suspension, eat that, and hopefully you learn from it and you get made fun of in the locker room for it. Yeah. Because I would be clowning you right now if you
I could just see them. I could see them on Hard Knocks, and like you know how they have like they're all like in the meeting room.
Yeah.
I could just see the coaches like put that tape on. Put that tape on and clown him.
Oh, absolutely! Look at this dummy right here. What is wrong with you?
That's too much.
That's
all right,
crazy.
So before we get into the NBA stuff, I just wanted to say, let's see if you guys can see it. Check out these water bottles right here.
Sports guys swag.
Yeah,
hey, dope.
If anybody wants one, hit us up.
I
got you. It's not free.
You got to pay for them.
These weren't cheap.
Nah.
But anyway. So NBA.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I wanted to start off with the whole Anthony Davis trade. Everybody knew it was going to happen. Right, it was just a matter of when, the Pelicans went ahead and got rid of their GM because it was literally a pissing contest after a while with the Lakers. Right. Magic's gone. They finally got the deal done. They traded, 4 first-round picks. They got Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, or whatnot. So the deal got done, yada, yada. And then after that, they made some pretty interesting signings as far as other players to fill out their roster. Because literally, when they signed AD, there was 4 other people in the roster at the time.
Yeah,
so they had to
it seemed like it.
So they had to find other people. So they brought back Rondo. They brought in D Cousins. Who I think will have a huge bounce back year, because everybody knows the year that you're coming back off of an injury. Not only that, in my opinion, it was forced. I don't even think he should have been playing in the playoffs.
You talking about Boogie Cousins?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Boogie Cousins. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, Boogie Cousins.
Yeah, because he's only playing on what he signed a 1-year deal, I think, with the Lakers. Is it was like $3 or $4 million. It's not much.
Not much, but at the end of the day, it's if he's healthy, he'll still be a problem.
Well, yeah, and then he'll get paid.
Yeah. So and also you still got Kuz. And they also signed Avery Bradley though.
Did they?
That dude? Yeah, they got Avery Bradley now. That dude's a defensive specialist and he can shoot a 3. You still got Kuz. You still got Caldwell Pope. Oh, that's right. They also have Danny Green too. They swipe. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That dude's a little bit of a sniper. Mm-hmm. So that dude is the king of just dropping those clutch threes. So they have a decent squad, but they don't look like the Clippers, bro.
Well, hold on. So before that, because all those Laker moves were pretty much happening before the Clippers.
Right. It's all happened before the Clippers.
And so, everybody had them ranked the West is going through L.A.
Yeah.
It's still going through L.A.
It just might be the other side of the building because, literally, I'm pretty sure this, I got off the plane and then I'm pretty sure this is when I found out that Kawhi was going to the Clippers. And I'm like, oh, man, Kawhi's going to the Clippers.
Well,
but it was not by himself. They went and got Paul George. And I'm like, uh-oh. Well, this is a big problem.
Well, because we were talking after the finals.
Yeah.
Okay, is Kawhi going to stay there? Remember, I told you I didn't think he was going to stay.
Right.
A lot did. And then I said, okay, well, if he leaves, he'll go to L.A. I'm assuming the Lakers.
Right.
And
because that's where he originally wanted to go.
Right. And then there was the back and forth stuff, which was kind of muted and quiet about, no, he was going to stay. Whatever. And then there was he wants out of there. I mean, to me, his body language, everything showed he wanted out of there.
Yeah, he was just like, no, I like Toronto. It's too cold.
I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw it. I was like, what? And I was like, oh man. So yeah, I mean, and then plus all the other moves that, like you said, that they made right after.
Right. So not only that, listen to this squad right now. It's Kawhi. It's Paul George. It's Lou Williams. Patrick Beverly, who they just extended for $40 million. Mo Harkless. And then they have Zubac and Delgado at the 5. So it's a legit team that you have to deal with. That's a lot of defensive skill. Right. Not only that, Lou Williams shoots. Patrick Beverly, he's a problem. Kawhi and PG, they're gonna get buckets. So yeah, in my opinion right now, I have those Clippers as the favorites out of the West right now.
Yeah, I mean,
if not to win it all.
Well, right, yeah. I mean, I would say that, on paper right now, assuming everybody stays healthy,
right,
them, and then I can see the Rockets finally trying their hand at pushing through.
Yeah.
And I almost feel bad for them because it's they're thinking, okay, cool. The Warriors are all dismantled and beat up and hurt.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
This is our time now.
Yeah.
And then the Lakers went and made those moves, and the Clippers went and made those moves. So, I mean, we'll see, but...
well, we might as well talk about the Rockets right now since you brought it up, because they went and shipped off CP3 to OKC. You know what I'm saying? And went and got my man, Russell Westbrook.
So Westbrook and Harden team up again.
Yeah, and you still got guys like Clint Capella there. You still got Green. You still got PJ Tucker. You still got Iman Shumpert. It's a decent. You still got Austin Rivers, Eric Gordon. You still got that's a decent squad.
Yeah, you got good support players.
But my only caveat to bringing in Westbrook, you're bringing in another ball dominant point guard. So is it going to be the same thing minus CP3, just with another point guard?
Right.
Or are they really going to be able to play off each other and do something about it?
Well, see, so my initial thought was, okay, well, they're familiar with each other because they played with each other, but then they also haven't played with each other.
Right, they've developed as different people since they've been playing with each other in OKC.
That's been their own respective teams.
Right.
Now, you would say Westbrook might be more hungry to, get a championship. Mm-hmm. And with this squad, it's more realistic and attainable than obviously when him being in OKC.
Right.
So maybe,
they got shooters.
Maybe he'll change. See, but the thing with that is he plays such a unique style. You almost don't want to restrict that.
Yeah.
You just have to figure out how the hell they're going to be able to mesh together on the court and make it happen.
Right. And I'm going to put it to you like this. If DAntoni doesn't make anything happen like this season, you might as well kiss his ass goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Because they've made a huge move and gave up hella picks. A couple of firsts.
Yeah, they gave up
and then
2 first rounds, and they swap picks.
They swap picks, and then I think that's 2024 and 2026. They swap picks with. Actually, I'm sorry, I have it written down. So they swap picks in 2021, 2025, 2024, and 2026. It's out of order, whatever. I don't care. Those are the picks they swap. But yeah, that's a big deal, and that's a lot of investment. So if they don't do anything this year, yeah, they're gonna find another coach.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah, for sure. And then I mean, so everything's been on the West.
Yeah.
You look at the East. So as far as the Wizards, so we signed Isaiah Thomas.
IT.
Yeah. So he was another one.
Right.
He was an all-star.
Yeah.
Played well for a few years.
Yeah.
Got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of faded away. Where did he went to? The Nuggets for a while.
Well, he went with the Nuggets, and then he ended up on the Cavs for a while.
Right. Yeah.
And then he was with the Lakers for a while.
Yeah. He had basically it was like a cup of coffee in both places.
Yeah, basically he was bouncing everywhere.
Yeah. So I'm hoping he can fit in well with Bradley Beal and some of the guys there. And then we did trade and got CJ Miles.
Yep.
So decent, you know what I mean? And then our draft pick, I don't know. I'm not necessarily too high on him, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see. The East just to me seems wide open. Which I mean, I don't know how far the Raptors will get again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But nobody else really scares me. I think you guys, the Sixers.
Oh, the Sixers definitely made moves.
Al Horford.
We got Al Horford, and then we traded for Homeboy from the Heat.
Right, and then you guys still got all those young guys.
So we still have Ben Simmons. We we extended Harris. We actually brought him back. So
yeah,
I mean, our only issue, we're all tall, it's 6'5" and taller on our starting five. But I think where's the shooting gonna come from outside of Harris and Horford? You know what I mean, on our offense. So it's I don't know if we're gonna paint you to death or what we're gonna do, but I mean, and like you said, it's pretty much up in the air. We still got to figure out how everything's gonna work. But I think the main reason why they acquired Al Horford is just because they saw what that man did to Giannis in the playoffs last season. I don't care what anybody manhandled him.
Right. So, but there's many reasons. There's that.
Yeah, and he can score.
Yeah, veteran leadership.
Yep.
He can still play.
He can still ball,
and he knows what it takes to get deep into the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, I thought that was a no-brainer. I mean, the Wizards went after him. What was it, last year, the year before?
Yep.
He told them to kick rocks.
Yep.
When he came back up on the free agency block, you listen to sports radio here in the D.C. area, they were like, yeah, we know better. He's not going to come here. And then when you told me you guys got him, I was like, damn.
Yeah, I was like, Al Horford? I said,
I mean, he's a solid player. He's a solid player. He can bang the boards and he can shoot.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, you guys are looking pretty good.
We're looking pretty good. The East is going to be really interesting. It's going to be very interesting. And then also you have the situation with Brooklyn, how D'Lo was traded to the Warriors.
Yeah.
And then they went and then Brooklyn has Kyrie and obviously Kevin Durant.
KD, which he'll be out next year.
Yeah, he'll be out next year. And then, you have some people claiming they've spoken to several doctors saying he will be back in 6.5 to 7 months. No, Kevin Durant is not going to make that mistake again. He's not going to sit there and put his body and his rest of his career on the line to just screw it up and potentially be done from the league forever. And then his legacy is what it is.
Right.
So, yeah, I honestly think that you can't count on Kevin Durant until after this upcoming season.
Yeah, 2021.
2021.
Well, yeah, and that's the same with us with John Wall.
Right.
He had posted a video on, I think it was Instagram or something the other day. The dude is shredded.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, everybody used to always joke on him and saying that, he's fat. He's been known to show up fat to camp and stuff like that.
Right.
So, I mean, so it's good to see that he's, mentally and physically, in it, doing as much as he can with rehab and all that stuff. But, I mean, we're not going to see him next year.
No.
So it'll be the year after.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, and that's the crazy thing is it's if the East was as wide open as it is, well, even this past year and then what seems to be coming up this year, the Wizards team from 2 years ago, man, Like, we would have been straight.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is.
And I honestly think Kawhi being the wrecking ball that he was, winning or helping the Raptors win, the championship, and essentially, being a huge part in dismantling that Warrior squad, I think it reset the market as far as super teams, because now it's a bunch of twosomes instead of groups of three.
Yeah.
Which is going to make, I think that's better for basketball, because now it's going to be more watchable, because now you don't know who's going to come out of where.
Right. Well, yeah, because it was always, Braun and those guys, which they really didn't even have a super team. He's just that damn good.
He's just that damn good.
He's a superstar, and you have one other serviceable player, and then you got role players. But yeah, it was always you had the Warriors, and that team was stacked, and then
LeBron's team when he was with the Cavs, but even with LA, up until people got hurt, everybody expected the West is going to come down to the Warriors and LA and the Lakers.
And the Lakers, right?
But but like I said, it's definitely going to be a better product next season. I'm looking forward to it. I might actually start watching regular season games just to see how matchups play out.
Well, yeah, because I always told you, I was like, I'll catch the Wizards games and stuff when they're on,
right?
And when they play, key matchups and stuff.
Right.
But other than that, I remember always tuning into the NBA, always. But then it's just it gets boring. It's almost like, even with football, though you can't there's no such thing as a super team in football,
right?
But it's you already know you could damn near pencil in the Patriots for the AFC title game every year, and so it's and I've spoke to several people who watch football regularly, and then the Super Bowl comes around, they're like, it's the same stuff,
the same MO.
I'm all right, I'm not gonna watch it,
right?
So it is good. I'm not gonna lie. When Toronto made it to the finals, I tuned in and I watched.
Oh, absolutely!
It was somebody different.
Somebody different.
So that was cool. But so transitioning out of that, I will say, now you didn't get a chance to watch the All-Star stuff. Getting back, acclimating to time,
right?
And all that. I get it. So I don't normally watch the actual All-Star game for major leagues. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, but I always watch the home run derby contest. Ever since
it's
I was
always
a kid.
good.
Yeah,
I've watched it in the past, and it's always a show. It's something you definitely want to see.
So last year, even with Bryce Harper winning it, I wasn't too high on it. I was kind of meh. It was mildly entertaining.
But apparently, he wasn't even in it this year.
No, but the funny part was, so it was in Cleveland this year. They all the All-Star posters and stuff they had.
Right.
They had these Bryce Harper All-Star banners and all that stuff.
What?
Yeah, and so he didn't make it. But so I was just kind of damn.
That's a little weird.
Right. Obviously, the MLB was anticipating him making it. Didn't happen.
Yeah,
whatever.
It is what it is.
So.
The league probably hates him for going to the Philly, but it's all good. We understand it. It's okay.
So we had Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And which I grew up watching his dad play,
right?
And Jacques Peterson from the LA Dodgers.
Wow.
It came down to them in the semifinals. To me, that was the best round I've ever seen since I was a kid when Griffey was in it. I believe it's when the All-Star game.
It was that good.
It was in Baltimore, I believe it was. But yeah, oh my God, I was
gotta go back and watch that.
Man, you have to. I was so tuned in and locked in. So, Vladimir Guerrero, he hit, I think it was 91 total home runs.
Wow.
He ended up.
It was a bombshell.
Yeah, he ended up losing to oh geez, what was his name? The dude from the Mets. Was it Peter Alonso?
Probably.
Dude is a beast.
Yeah.
And he hit significantly less home runs, but obviously it's by round. But just watching Vladimir Guerrero swing, he has such a violent swing.
Yeah.
Dude, he was knocking them things off the scoreboard.
Wow.
It was ridiculous.
That's huge.
Yeah, and then it was cool too to see Jacques Peterson. His swing is so smooth and effortless compared to Guerrero or whatever.
Right.
But so what ended up happening, so you get 4 minutes for the round. You could take one break in between, just to kind of catch your breath or whatever.
Right.
And I believe, I can't remember. I think it was 28 home runs, and then it was Peterson's turn. He came up, hit 28. I was like, oh damn, they tied up. It was either 28, 29. Then they got I think it was 1 minute each for the tiebreaker. It was 1 minute each. They both tied again.
Wow.
Then it was 3 pitches each. They both tied again. And then on that third one, that's when Vladimir pulled ahead and went on to the finals. But then, like I said, ultimately lost. But like, I think it started at 8 o'clock. It was over at maybe 11:30. I normally would have just been like, boom, all right, I got to go to work. So I just turned it off. I stayed up the whole time. Like, I was like, I don't know.
Wow.
Like, yeah, and so I was
I'm disappointed because I missed it.
Yeah. So I was,
what it is, but that's
I was
dope.
Even,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I was talking to my buddy at work, Brian, and he's a huge Braves fan. So he's still in the division. But yeah, so we were talking about it, and yeah, I mean, he actually watched it too. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so hey, training camp is in 2 weeks. Hopefully there's some more NFL news breaking before then.
Yeah.
We'll start ramping up for that Hard Knocks stuff.
Bro, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, because you already know AB's going to put on a show.
AB's going to put on a show. I want to see, Chucky, shut down some feelings and hurt some feelings, make some dudes cry, because that's what he do. He's old school, and I like it.
Yeah.
They're getting a new stadium.
But that won't be this year.
That won't be this year. But it's one of those things where you gotta talk that up a little bit, I guess.
Well, the cameras are gonna go to Vegas and film the stadium.
And
I would imagine they'll touch on it. Yeah.
Like, you can't screw this up because we about to spend $1 million in this stadium.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. It's just gonna. Yeah, I'm just interested to see a lot of the drama behind the scenes that they play up and see how stuff works out. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good season. I'm excited about it. It's gonna be super competitive in the NFC, especially the NFC East. Maybe they will pay Dak. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, they're still out on that. So yeah, hey, like I said, camp's coming up. That'll be fun. You start getting reports and stories from all across the league, so we could touch on all the teams, not just the Eagles and the Redskins.
Right.
I know some people are like, "Oh, you guys talk about the Eagles and the Redskins." Like, I got a buddy.
No, we can literally talk about anybody. It's just that's just what we tend to talk about because I'm an Eagles fan and you're a Redskins fan.
Yeah, because I got a buddy. He's a Ravens fan. He's like, "Man, y'all don't talk about the Ravens." But I told him too. I was like,
we could touch on the Ravens
once the season really gets going. There's more to really talk about.
Right.
So. But that's all for this episode 11. Be sure to go to our website, averagesportsguys.com. There's links to our YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we thank you guys for the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below.
Please do.
Yeah, let us know what you want to hear.
Ask questions. We will answer them on air.
On air, yeah.
There you go.
All right, so we're out of here.
We out.
See ya.
Yep.